Hello, everyone. As promised, I'm here to apprise you all about the full moon, which is the last full moon of the year. The moon symbolizes the very basic emotional psychology that operates in every human being. The lunar light lures us towards fusion with the mother and the safety of the Euroboric container. It also teaches us how to relate, to feel compassion, and also self care, and how about we need to have self preservation. The last full moon of 2022 falls in the sign of the twins Gemini, representing both the mortal and the immortal side of us, which is the human body and our soul. So the mortal is the human body and immortal is the soul. There is a part of us that will die, the body, and the part of us that lives forever. That's the soul. This unity of our human selves and spiritual selves is what the Gemini full moon calls us to balance. Falling in the sign of the Gemini twins on January 7th, 8th, 2023, this full moon carries some energetic energy which is full of fire. While it's not as intense as the blood moon eclipse we had back in November, it may act as a trigger, reigniting or reawakening tender spots that were stirred last month. Our body and soul, heart and mind don't always work in harmony, and it can be challenging for us to understand each other's perspective. Actually, they're always in some kind of power struggle. While alive, our life's necessities, our food and shelter take over, whereas our soul needs to follow and do whatever gives bliss or whatever our destiny is all about, the destiny calling. Our senses want stability and healing, and our inner core understands that the process of life is temporary and that we are already healed. We just need to give it a thought. It's like pain is physical and suffering is your choice. So, finding a balance between these two can sometimes be tricky. But this full moon is our opportunity, especially when the planet Neptune turned direct on December 3rd, putting all our resilience into utter confusion. My video of Neptune should have helped you or balanced yourself and encouraged you towards taking positive steps realistically. If you haven't registered the message of Neptune, then please visit my website and listen to it carefully again. I practice what I preach as I myself battle the emotions between the heart and the head. I understand the confusions these planetary configurations can make, but the true understanding of this universal intelligence helps us in using our free will effectively and productively. No matter what is coming up for you under this full moon, you must endeavor to balance your heart and mind. Whatever gives you bliss and enjoyment in the end, that is the true path to success. Try to have a conversation with your heart and soul, mind and logic separately, as if you were debating with a friend. Listen to what they have to say, treat them with respect, and balance will naturally follow. Since Mars is in conjunct with the moon and also Mars is in retrograde motion back spinning, there are bound to be some heated and charged energies around the full moon. Because Mars wants to take some action and energies of Neptune are firing on all cylinders, setting confusion in minds. The full moon is questioning our motivation and actions and urging us to reconsider what we do, lest we spend or expend our energies frivolously. During this full moon, the best would be to be deliberate and contemplate patiently on what we choose to do or what we want to do. Our energy is a precious resource, so this full moon may also highlight what is worth spending our energy on and what needs to be released or decluttered from our life, personally or professionally. So, if you're wasting your energy on certain thought patterns, relationships, behaviors, and beliefs, this full moon is a good time to sort them out and spend efforts on releasing your pent up emotions in order to enjoy and feel liberated, which is true bliss. You may find it tough to be patient or calm because of the retrograde energy of Mars. Accept the fact that it's perfectly okay to release your anger from time to time, to be angry, to assert yourself, and to allow heated emotions to be released. Just try to be patient and balanced. All your emotions can be released without being aggressive. You can be firm and you can be straight and yet be calm. It works wonders. Sometimes we need to get things out and off our chest. And while there are conscious ways we can go about it, sometimes life circumstances can get the better of us. December full moon or the cold moon is the last full moon of 2022, and quite appropriately, it is a chance to start afresh. The darkest night is just before dawn, and nature is a perfect example that inspires us to live by this philosophy. As the lunar cycle goes through weaning and waxing, every move of the moon rotating around the earth directly affects the emotions in mortal beings. The moon phases are given immense importance in the spiritual world. The last progression of this waxing phase in the moon's orbit is the full moon. This occurs once in a blue moon or every 15 days. We all are aware that the full moon is the darkest hour just before the dawn in the moon night sky, where an inner beast within yourself is unleashed. Most zodiac signs go through an emotional roller coaster during the full moon, and it is not uncommon to feel a surge of passion during this period. This time, the full moon is on 8th December Indian Standard Time and 7th December ET time. The last and full moon of the year is called cold moon or even a snow moon because it falls in December. Also, spiritually, it means that the circumstances seem cold and dark. This is actually a transition period as well. It fills us with energy to usher in the new year with the hope and scope to craft our future the way we desire and visualize. So, without wasting any time, write down your visualizations, manifest them this full moon, and wait for the next moon. You'll surely see the seeds sprouting.